right, so is this shady or not? He's super affectionate inside, but when they go outside, dude's not affectionate at all. If you got something going on in your life and you want to share it with us, hit us up at thebertshow.com. Who's got the email? Kristen's got the email.
All right, the email reads, I'm looking for some insight on what my boyfriend might be thinking and feeling. I'd like to improve our relationship and make both of us more comfortable. In order to do that, I need a better understanding about how a guy's mind works. He and I have been together for 3 years. That's a long time. I feel like it's a pretty solid relationship, and I know he loves me, and I have no concerns that he'd ever want to end it. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're on the path to marriage in the next year or two. That said, what bothers me is that I can't tell if he's embarrassed of me, of himself, or the two of us together. The two of us are both on opposite extremes when it comes to body size. I'm about 235 pounds and he is 110 pounds. So you can imagine how dramatic that difference looks when you see us together. He won't hold my hand when we are in public. He also will normally walk ahead of me or behind me. I've tried to ask him about it and he says he doesn't notice he's doing it or else he will make another excuse. So what I'm trying to figure out is if this is just in my head or is he really embarrassed for people to realize we are a couple? And if he is embarrassed, is it because he's embarrassed that I'm the size I am? Or is he embarrassed that he's so tiny for a guy and by comparison, my size highlights that? Or is he just embarrassed by the combination? I don't know how to address it, but I'd like to know how most guys would feel if there was a dramatic size difference and the man is so much smaller.
That's good. 1-855-BERT Show. What do you think's going on here?
This is tough because I would like to know if he's affectionate on the inside, like when they're inside together, because it just might not be his love language. Like maybe affection is just not his thing. I know some people that's just really not their thing. For whatever reason, they can love you and want to be with you, but just not be affectionate. But if he seems to only not be affectionate in public, then I would say that he is definitely embarrassed of something. I don't know what it is, and I think she should communicate that. But yeah, I feel like that's a bit of information I would need to know.
Like, I get some people aren't into PDA. Like, Bart and I aren't big into PDA. However, it's different when somebody is walking ahead of you or behind you. Like, that doesn't involve infection. That's like you're actually physically trying to distance yourself from the other person. And that's like another level.
Yes. This dude is walking around with a lot of insecurity. I don't know which way it goes. I can tell you, if I got to be 100%, there are times I'm embarrassed by my height. And I'm hanging with my fiance who's got like 4 inches on me, right? And I'm not embarrassed that she's taller. I'm sort of, anxious about the way it looks. It's superficial. So there are sometimes I just feel anxious about it. The discrepancy between the two of us isn't, it's not 235 and 110 pounds, but he might be feeling that. He might love her very much, but just feel anxious by the size difference and people judging them.
Here's the thing. You all have been together for 3 years. You are actually contemplating next step marriage. If that's the case, you need to be able to talk to each other about this. Like, you need to be able to sit down and be like, hey, I have something that's weighing heavy on my heart, and I just really want to get some clarification and understanding. So when you do this, why are you doing this? And then let him explain, and then take the conversation from there.
Yeah, with her saying, I don't know how to address it, this is one of those things where there's no easy way. This is something you just literally have to be straight up with him, and you have to pull the truth out of him, because I don't think he's going to want to tell you the truth. So don't settle for just getting an answer. Get the answer.
And he might have a fear of being honest with you because he feels like you're going to think it's about your size, when the truth of the matter is he could just be feeling very insecure about his size.
True.
Emily, good morning. You are on the Bert Show. Hi.
Hey, Bert Show. So I would just like to point out, me and my fiance, we've been together for exactly 3 years. We just got engaged. He is very much shorter than me. I am 6 foot tall. He is about 5'6".
Good for him.
He is not an affectionate person at all when it comes to being out in public. And it used to bother me so much. But luckily, I have a guy that's very transparent, and we had conversations about it.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. Go.
So he's affectionate or not affectionate inside, and his actions are consistent on the outside in public?
It's consistently not affectionate in public, and he's extremely affectionate behind closed doors.
And he has told you the reason why I'm not is because I feel insecure about this?
it's not the reason that he's insecure. His whole reasoning behind it was just that he kind of grew up not being in a very affectionate household. So, as I was feeling very insecure about it and very self-conscious, the more we talked about it, the more I realized it's really not that he's insecure about our height difference whatsoever. It's really just, he's never been an affectionate guy. And so I just wanted to put it out there that you see so many guys and girls that are super, super different in height and size. And if you're not affectionate, it can get to you, but don't always look at it that way. It's not always you.
So what you're saying is to her, it may have absolutely nothing to do with their difference difference in sizes. Maybe it's just like that's how he was raised. He wasn't raised in a demonstrative house.
Look, I know people that are 100% against any kind of PDA.
For sure.
Zero. I have met people like that. And it can get to you. Because you're like, you like this always, or you just zero PDA with me? And those are two very different things.
Yes,
Good morning, Michelle. You're on the Bert Show.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hi.
As a bigger woman, my biggest question is, did he ever show her any kind of affection when they first started dating, when they were in public? Second part of that is, you don't walk in front of someone or behind someone. That's distancing yourself from someone. And being a bigger person, if they did that to me, I don't care what you do behind closed doors.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter to me.
I think you're underscoring what Kristen said also.
Yeah.
The walk in front or the walk in back is really indicating, like, I don't want anybody to think that we're actually together at all.
Like it's 100 degrees outside. I don't want you holding my hand either. You know what I mean? But to walk in front of me or behind me, that's different.
Yeah.
The Bert Show.
Hey, do you like what you just watched? Because you can get more Bert Show for free. We drop new podcasts every weekday, and you can find us anywhere. Spotify, Apple, any place you get podcasts.